Welcome back to my channel. My name is VassaOlga. In today's video, we're going to be recreating Britney Spears' Slave for You eye makeup look. Not even eye makeup look, but the entire makeup. I'm going to do my foundation with a voiceover. We're going to save a little bit of time and energy. And then the rest of my eye makeup look, I'm going to explain step by step by myself with no voiceovers. Just me. Okay, if you're liking what you're seeing, stay tuned. We're going to get started.
My first step is always going to be hydration. I'm going to get started with Aqua Peeling Toner. Spread this in my hands and apply all over the face. You don't really need any cotton discs, but if you prefer it this way, go ahead. With Nivea aftershave lotion, I'm going to continue the process. For the under eye area, I'm using Essence Under Eye Primer. And finally, we're going to finish everything with sunscreen. This one is Korean brand, but you can use whatever you have in your makeup kit. Then I'm moving to my foundation. Today, I want to be bougie, cause why not? We're mixing two different foundations. The first one is Wet n Wild, and it's given this very beautiful glow to my skin at the end of the day, especially when it's a little bit oily. Why not? And Wet n Wild Hydrator, this one is given a little bit different glow. Beautiful combination, but you can use any foundations you have. With my Pro contour stick, this one is from Makeup Revolution, I'm going to do a little bit of bronzing on the sides of my face, getting this over my forehead with any leftovers, and moving to the nose tip, but it's totally optional. Let's clean the sides, my forehead, and my chin with concealer. Move to my L.A.Girl concealer for the under eye area, and then blend this with a beauty blender on the perimeter of my face and under my eyes. I'm using just my fingers. Before it gets messy, oily, crazy looking, I need to set this with powder. You can use loose powder, you can use press-in powder. I prefer press-in powder. It doesn't really give me too much product and it's not going to crease severely throughout the day. That is the main reason why I'm going again with my fluffy brush instead of a makeup puff. With e.l.f. contour palette, I want to emphasize my cheekbones, get this over my forehead, and create a nose contour. And then with my contour, I want to just emphasize the same places. The reason why I'm focusing on bronzer today, because, well, in 2000s, it was all about warm complexion. It wasn't about contour most of the time. With my blush, I want to focus the color primarily on the previous parts of the cheekbones, my nose bridge, and then add a little bit of highlighter with a combination of e.l.f. highlighter. e.l.f. is super soft, so we can place it over the entire complexion, and regular highlighter is going over my regular spots. And of course, I did not forget about Fix and Spray. Today I'm using Catrice glowy stuff because we're going to need a lot of products to create the sweaty feeling as Britney has in her video clip. That is the main reason why I'm going over with my contour palette that I mix into the yellow color a little bit of a lipstick. This one is super bright with a mix of yellow. It's really, really nice, soft pink. And then placing this on the sides of my face. When I was done with this step, I went back with a little bit more of my e.l.f. super light highlighter over my cheekbones. Well, brows are easy peasy lemon squeezy. I need to use my regular Essence brow pencil. This is Blonde 05. We're going to outline the shape. This is more or less my natural shape. Fill this in with the same pencil. Apply any brow mascara I have, Guerlain. You can use Essence. It works really well as well. Really well. And then I'm going to use NYX brow pencil to create a little bit more bushy effect. And that's it for brows.
We're going to get started with an eye primer. This is Wet n Wild. The mattes, they're going to be the base for this look. With the help of my Simple Beauty eyeshadow palette, I really love how these colors, the layering, the pigmentation, just overall obsessed. And then with my shimmers, I mean, this is probably the only eyeshadow palette in my collection that I have more or less decent combination of shimmery shades that I'm going to be implementing in today's look. I'm going to be using this color and this and maybe a little bit of this, which is like we're going to be working with so many shades and shimmers. You have to probably focus on two main colors, navy blue in the outer corner to create this really bold wings, and then something shimmery in the inner corner. That's basically it. You don't really have to own every single eyeshadow palette or every single color that I'm showing you today. Just have to find something similar. Can you just similar? And today's look is going to be very bright. That is the main reason why I'm going with my under eye cover. You can use any piece of paper, layer this under your eye, and start with your work. The color is 1999. Getting the color from the outer corner, and I really need to start from the lower lid. This is going to be the guideline. And we're going further and doing almost flat line like that. Later, I'm going to go back with a shade. I'm going to go with the same color, but a little bit different brush. This one is tiny brush. I'm going to tap this off. Let's make sure that the color is even. Oh yeah, that's so cool. I'm going back with the same flat brush. I'm picking up a little bit of the same color, tapping this off, and just going over my shape. That is pretty much it for now. And then I'm gonna do a little bit more over my not waterline. Like, don't really bring this to the waterline. It's gonna be damaging. We're gonna need a little bit over my lower lid. And I'm gonna stop where, I guess, when you look straight up in camera, or not in camera, in mirror. So you have a pupil, and this is the beginning of your pupil, kind of like the guideline for your measurements. This is a crease brush, by the way. I'm gonna need to make it as clean as possible and go back with no color brush on top of my eyeshadows. I need to blend this a little bit more, so it's definitely not a harsh line. And let's add a little bit more color on top. Super dark navy blue. You can even mix in a little bit of gray or black. It's still a really nice option. Say that it's gonna look really, really cool. We're going back with the same brush that I used and blending this a little bit more. In the inner corner of my eye, I'm gonna work with, again, a little bit different flat brush, the color Mickey. I feel like I need some very bright and vibrant shade over my inner part of the lid. I just need this for my future shimmers, because shimmers, they're like, yeah, they're cool, but we need something vibrant underneath, so it's gonna look cooler. Okay. Love it. Most definitely. Now we need some shimmers. But what is so iconic about this look is that she has pretty much a lot of the dark navy blue on top. This is actually very interesting technique that was super popular early 2000s. And I remember a lot of influencers back in the day, they were doing this makeup hack where you actually get some color over the crease. And then under that, you're working with other color. If it's a little bit thicker in the inner corner, that's okay. And I'm going back with my brush that has no color, only any leftovers from this bright navy blue shade. Let me go over a little bit higher with the same navy blue. I want to work with my black eyeliner. I purchased a new one and it's dope. I guess J Cat Beauty. Really nice formula. I'm gonna prolong this to the inner corner. Okay, the first color that I'm gonna be working with is the Utopia or Utopia, I don't know. It's kind of like super soft blue color, but I love the reflection, and what I really need is to use a finger, or you can go with a flat brush, wet this with water. This is damp beauty blender. I have a lot of moisture in this beauty blender. That is the reason why it's gonna be damp, but it's not gonna be soaking wet brush. Definitely covering the under eye area. So I'm going over. You can tell that the bottom color is working really cool and mixed with the shimmers. The color Royal. We're recording Britney Spears makeup look. Of course it's going to be Royal. In between of a navy blue and this soft, vibrant blue. Guys, you can use your highlighter. It doesn't have to be something crazy because I'm going to the third palette. But it does have this white shimmery shade, which is going to look really, really pretty with a look. And it's definitely going to reflect on her makeup. The color, tap this off and go over my brow bone. Yes, this is exactly what I was talking about. This is it. It's so Britney. It's so 2000s to highlight your brow bone with extreme white shimmers. Over my lower lid, I'm going with any leftovers from the same brush that I used for the crease. And in the inner corner, I will work with the same combination of colors, Royal and Utopia, the ones that we used. A little bit of this and a little bit of that. Just in the inner corner, we're working with this super vibrant blue color. A little bit further, I'm working with the color Royal. I need a little bit more black eye pencil. And one of my final touches is to focus my tiny brush over the line. By the way, my kind of like favorite thing to do right now is to fix the eyeshadows with a little bit of fix and spray, because sometimes I do get fallouts. We can go a little bit with the Beauty Blender Cone Lashes with mascara. And she definitely has some, you know, beautiful stones or like gems in the outer corner. I need something really pretty, probably baby blue color, just blue shade. We're almost at the end of this video. I'm gonna add a lip gloss. This is just a regular pink lip gloss, the same one as Miss Britney wears. Well guys, and this is the final result of my Britney Spears transformation. I'm obsessed with this look because it's crazy and bold and I hope you enjoyed today's transformation into Miss Britney Spears. I'm a slave for you. And that's it for today. Love you all so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.